Well, hello there, demons and ghouls. Welcome to the very first episode of the Witchy Cook. That's me, and this is my magical mess where all of my magical potions and concoctions are created. In today's episode, I will be showing you step by step how to make my famous Witch's Brew potato bacon soup. It's devilishly tasty, and I guarantee you want some of this in your mouth. Now, first things first, let's get started with your main ingredients. You'll need some onions, you're gonna need some celery too. Carrots, don't forget the star of the show, bacon, potatoes, and soup stock. Now you can use whatever stock you want. Vegetable stock? Do it. Chicken stock? Yes, why not? It's delicious. Whether it's from a jar or a Tetra Pak, it doesn't really matter. This is Witch's Brew potato bacon soup. That means we work with what we have. We make alchemic decisions in the moment, and we follow our gut to Tastyville. Now, speaking of gut, I personally like to make my own stock from the carcasses of dead chickens. I just boil them up for a few hours with some veggies and herbs, and, well, as a witch, you just can't beat making a witch's brew from bones. Quite satisfying, actually. You'll also need some flour, and some cream or milk. Now, let's get on with the soup, shall we? Chop your veggies and bacon. Get everything all prepared. And no, I did not film myself cutting vegetables. Honestly, if you don't know how to chop veggies, my little ghoul, you are in the raw mess. Now be on your way, 'cause I don't have time for you. Next up, get a big pot or cauldron with a bit of oil in it, nice and hot. Then toss that chopped bacon in to get cooked. Now, how much bacon you use? I don't care. If you like less, cook less. If you like lots, add the whole pack for all I care. This soup is delicious, not healthy. Never said healthy. This is my very first episode, and I had to film this by myself since my helpers were unavailable. Excuse the awkward footage of me trying to stir and hold the camera. I haven't perfected my multi-arm spell yet. One day. Now you're gonna cook that up nice and crispy, since it will soften back up once you put it back in the soup later. However, if you're the type that doesn't like your bacon crispy, then don't cook it crispy. It's your witch's brew, you do you. When your bacon is cooked to your desired preference, use a slotted spoon to remove the bacon from the pot, leaving the grease to cook the onion. Yes, that's right, we're keeping the grease. This will add the rich bacon flavor that we want to the soup. Again, tasty, not healthy. And this is tougher to do one-handed than you think it is. The struggle is real. Time to add your onion and cook until soft, about 5 minutes. Once they are nice and soft, I'm going to add some flour. This will help to thicken the soup later. So I added the flour, and once I do, I'm going to let that cook for a good couple of minutes. Once the flour had a chance to cook for a couple of moments, I added my carrots, my celery, and my potatoes. Now give that a good stir. And please, give it a better stir than I can do, one frickin' handed. That should be an easy feat for a strong ghoul like yourself. Now once it's all mixed together nicely, it's time to add the stock. I gave up doing the one-handed recording thing here since I was using my homemade stock and had to strain it into the soup to make sure I didn't miss any bones, of course. I don't want anyone choking on my soup. Well, not this soup, anyway. Shh. Anyways, that was a two-handed effort, so just pretend you watched me pour the stock in. Okay? Okay. You have an imagination. Now is when you use it. And there it is, looking absolutely fabulous, and we're not even done. You're going to bring that brew up to a nice boil and cook for about 10 minutes. Surprise! I decided to add some corn last minute, 'cause who doesn't like corn? If you don't like corn, then don't add it. Add some other frozen or canned vegetable, or don't add any other vegetable. I really don't care, 'cause ghoul, I'm not eating your brew, so you do you. But yes, I added the corn to my brew, 'cause I'm a rebel like that. At this point, I didn't think my soup was thick enough. So I decided to make a roux to thicken it up. I started with melting about a 1/4 cup of butter in a small saucepan, and then added about 2/3 cup of flour to the butter, and let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes to cook the flour. Make sure you give it a good stir every once in a while. But I shouldn't have to tell you that. Now you can see it's starting to get nice and golden and bubbly. But here's where the pain begins for me, because again, I can't mix in the roux into the soup with one hand. So whisk the roux into the soup slowly and carefully, 'cause it's gonna be hot. And keep whisking until it's well blended. Okay? Well blended. You will see the soup getting thicker as it all mixes together and has a chance to cook. Now, as you can see, it has all come together rather nicely. Now is when you'll want to do a taste test and add in some extra seasoning. Salt, pepper, garlic, thyme, parsley, oregano, smoked paprika, heck, cayenne pepper if you want. It'll all be deliciousness. That's what I love about a good witch's brew soup, is that there are no exact rules. Once the seasoning is all good, then add your bacon, and surprise! I also added in some leftover chicken that I had in the fridge. So, it's my brew, and I'm allowed to make it whatever way I want. And I thought it would be amazing with some leftover chicken. My brew, my rules. Your brew, your rules. Now add your milk or cream and give it a good final mix. And then make sure you turn off the heat so your milk or cream doesn't curdle in your soup. Now, doesn't that look delicious? Then all you have to do is serve it up. But do it one-handed because, life is good with the challenge. Tee. Challenge accepted. Add a little parsley for the fancy effect, and voila! Witch's Brew potato bacon soup made by you. I hope you little ghouls learned something in today's video, and if you did, make sure you give this little witch some sugar and some likes. Until next time, my little minions.